or episode 4? Let me check.
It's around 3 or 4.
Yeah, it's 4, but I could be having myself.
I'm pretty sure it's 4.
Because we had to skip the one.
Oh no, it's 3.
Not all
It's
of us
3.
could make it.
It's 3. It's 3.
Okay.
Season 3, episode 3.
Oh yeah.
You would think I would know before I hit that record button, but it didn't occur to me until just now.
I had
All right, guys.
last week.
Yeah. We apologize in advance for skipping last week's episode. We'll be more mindful next time. So we have my co-host. We have CJ.
What's up?
We have Terrell.
Hello.
And we got Carson.
Hi.
All right, boys. Like how we started last week's episode. Recommendations of the week. Who wants to go first?
Rick and Morty.
Okay, so recommendations of the week is where all of us recommend 1 or 2 things that we recently discovered, whether if it's old or new. To a certain degree, I have to say that because of CJ over here.
Listen, I like old sex. I can't help it.
So, all right. So, who wants to go first? Recommendations of the week, or do you guys need to think about it for a second?
I'll go first.
Yeah, go for it.
Rick and Morty. I know back in college, I'm pretty sure you were talking about it with a lot of people. I don't know if you had watched it or not, but I recently started watching it, and it's pretty funny.
It gets funny up until season 5.
5, yeah. So I'm on a binge watch of that. Meanwhile, One Piece is still on the back burner, but I'm gonna get back to it on that eventually.
All right. All right. Who wants to go next? Recommendations of the week.
I mean, either CJ or I go next, or do you want to go next, Jay?
All right, I'll go next. So, recommendations of the week. So, I got 2 things. So, one is a game called Shadow Warrior 3. I just finished it. It took 7 hours to beat. It was really fun. It's like if you took like an Asian Deadpool and you mix it with the gameplays of like Doom. It's really awesome and really funny. Another recommendation was this show called The Bear. I really liked it. Season 3 just came out. It was really good. So yeah, those are my 2 recommendations of the week. CJ?
Okay, so I do regret to inform you because I cannot find the copyright of this book. So, 1991. So we're moving somewhere forward. Anyway, it's about this guy because he was a mob account when Gotti got arrested for what? Rico? Yeah.
Okay. That's your recommendation of the week?
Good read?
This
so
blue.
far?
Okay. Anything else, CJ?
Nope.
What about you, Carson? Recommendations of the week?
For me, it's a show, actually.
Okay.
It's because recently, so you guys know I'm a very big nerd, and I just got I'm in D&D and all that stuff, right?
Right.
So we thought of an idea of doing a DC Universe campaign. And I've been getting more into DC. Not that I haven't already been in DC already as it is. It's just some of the shows I haven't ever seen before. Not all of them. And it's more the newer ones I haven't seen before. Like, I've watched all the old ones. We've all seen the old ones because we grew up with those. Like Young Justice, Justice League, all that stuff. We grew up with all that. But the new thing recently that I've been watching, trying to get into, that just started, was My Adventures with Superman.
Oh my god, I love that show.
The new, it's the new one or whatever, right? It's
yeah,
like
I love it.
He's like super young at this point when they're starting. And
yeah, he's on an internship.
Yeah,
dude.
And
Dude,
he's already been Superman, or he's just starting to basically become Superman in a sense.
Yeah, dude, it has Jack Quaid, the guy who plays Huey as from The Boys.
Yeah, and I just recently started watching it, and it looks really good, and I like the episode. I mean, I watched only the first episode, but so far from when I've watched the first episode and some scenes I've seen here and there of it, it looks really well done, and it seems very interesting. I think I'm going to continue watching it. I recommend anybody else who can give it a try. I think it's on, Max? I think?
Yeah, you're going to love it.
It's on Max, at least.
Yeah.
You will not be disappointed, I'm guaranteeing you that right now.
You will not be disappointed.
It's a very good show so far, and I mean, even though I've only watched again only one episode, but from the scenes and everything I've heard of it, and from what I've gotten from it, and from friends of mine, they told me it's really well done, really well made, good story and everything.
That's awesome. Alright, so before we move on to our subject matter of the day, Let me start off by asking this question. So, like, in episode 2 of our podcast of this season, we talked about, having to, like, new experiences. How have you guys been doing with that? Like, watching new shows instead of watching, like, the same shows over and over?
I would say pretty good. I mean, I don't really, like, watch a lot of stuff in general, but, I mean, I'm watching the Superman, so...
Yeah.
I'm gonna be doing that, and also one thing I am excited for is another Batman thing, which I feel like we kind of later.
Yeah, we are. Don't worry about that, bro.
Okay.
What about?
That's like something I'm excited for.
Yeah, so I know Terrell's been watching new stuff, but CJ, what about you, man? You've been.
So listen, I've tried, and depending on when they put this new Suits episode out, we will see what we get, right? Because technically it's still new.
I wish to start watching Suits. It's pretty good.
Oh, I love Suits. They just take longer seasons.
So, like, the reason why I brought that up, because me and Carson was just, like, one day we was just gaming and we was just talking. I had to suppress the urge to rewatch, like, Total Drama Island because we were talking about it for, like, hours.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I could really go for a rewatch of Total Drama Island, and I was like, I don't know. I've already seen it, like, a few times already.
We've seen it, like, a few times now. I think growing up and rewatching it here and there, it's something. It's a good old show, but, like, there's a lot of good old shows. Like, I'm rewatching Young Justice right now to get more into DC a bit more and keep going with it.
Of course, dude.
I'll rewatch Young Justice when the new season comes out.
I don't think there's a new season coming out.
Young Justice,
You don't think so?
They ended it.
Yeah,
They're done?
I thought it was a rumor.
Yeah,
but-
No, dude, it ended on a stupid cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude! Like, never mind,
I
bro.
mean, so did Teen
I'm
Titans.
gonna get mad.
So did the classic Teen Titans, actually.
Stop! I'm gonna get mad when
Darkseid is literally coming.
Never. He's gonna come. Never. Okay. Anyways, all right. So let's get started. So the first thing on the list is Marvel vs. Capcom is coming to current gen.
Okay.
Yeah. So Marvel vs. Capcom 2, which, if you guys know, is literally a $200 game on eBay.
I believe it. Yeah, no, that game is... Cool.
So it's going to be Marvel vs. Capcom's Sons of Adam, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Street Fighter vs. X-Men. It's going to be for $40 on disc or download. I'm not gonna get it because I have an arcade machine that plays all those games already.
Oh,
But you can't play online with the rest of us.
No, I can't. I can only play online against other people with the arcade. But like, Terrell came over my house a couple months ago after watching The Fall Guy, and we played like a round or two of Marvel vs. Capcom 2. So did that feel a little nostalgic to you, Terrell?
Very nostalgic.
Very nostalgic.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
I feel
Got
the
to
same
like
way,
10,
honestly. I
10
never played
11 years
that.
old. Go
Yeah,
to
I remember
arcade.
playing that when I was a kid at my cousin's house. When I was a kid, it was...
Cousin's house. I'm talking like Dave and Buster's or...
Oh, I'm talking about my cousin's place when he had Marvel vs. Capcom, like one of the older ones or something.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. What about you, CJ? Have you ever played Marvel vs. Capcom or like the old ones?
But I swear I don't remember last time I played it. Is
Yeah,
David
dude.
Buster's just becoming a thing?
No,
There's always been a thing.
David Buster's been a thing for decades.
No,
dude.
what I'm saying is I think they were just coming to Richmond. I think that's the last time I played it.
Oh, that's what you meant. Okay.
Yeah, I
okay.
ju-
Yeah, some
do not
places don't
remember.
have Dave and Buster's. They might be just new to their area.
Last time I really played a Marvel vs. Capcom game was Marvel vs. Capcom 3, which in my opinion is probably the best one.
For
Oh.
PS3, right?
Yeah, for all
Yeah.
three of them.
I don't know, dude.
I
I, like
didn't
Marvel
own
vs. Capcom 2 better.
Yeah, I didn't own it, but I have played it at a couple friends' places, or I've played at my cousin's house.
It had more characters on 3.
It did.
Yeah. All right, to move on, it's in no particular order. Normally, I'd have it organized, but I didn't bother organizing it this time around, so I'm just gonna hop around. We unfortunately lost another voice actor. Martin Mull passed away. He voiced the best villain and one of the best villains in cartoon history, Plaid Masters from Danny Phantom.
Oh, I know who that is. He's the oh heck, he's like I'm trying to remember how he looks. He was like what, like 80, I think, 70 something when he died, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
check
by
that
now.
age.
I think by now he was like up to like 80 or 7 or like late 70s, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. His name was Vlad Masters. Let me share the screen.
Yeah, he should have.
Did he have a beard? I
Yeah,
think he had a beard.
I'm about to show it. So he voiced this
Short
character.
Yeah, I remember the character. I know
Honestly,
the character. I remember the
hon-
guy for it too.
Honestly, best villain in Nickelodeon history. Honestly,
One of the best villains, yes, definitely. High up there.
like Nickelodeon history, he was the best. Like something about this man's face is so menacing. It's like, yeah, dude, you don't want to mess with this boy. Also, it was kind of weird that like I understand it's part of his character, but he kept flirting with Danny's mom in every single episode.
But I think that's how they wrote. I think that's how they wrote it, though. I think at a certain point, I was like, "That's how they wrote it."
Yeah, because he's mad because Jack, Danny's dad, turned him into like he made his hair white and all that stuff and turned him into like a ghost, basically.
I mean,
Yeah,
unless one of the writers want to come out and say they didn't write it that way, and it's just his personality. But
Did you say he was the best villain in Nickelodeon history?
yeah, Nickelodeon history.
That's who.
I beg a different.
who do you?
Professor Calamitous. I'm joking.
Oh no, actually no. I think best villain in Nickelodeon history is probably Firelord Ozai.
Yeah.
Think about it. Think about it. You got Firelord
He has a
Ozai
lot
voicing,
with him.
but the reason why I give him a little bit of points is because he's voices by Mark Hamill, the Joker. You know.
But here's the real
Yeah,
question.
but that's still
Can
not
you
gonna get him more
can you really
points.
consider that more or less like I'm trying to think, more or less like Nickelodeon's like original thing or the author's original thing? Because who originally wrote Avatar?
Some white guys.
Okay, that doesn't matter. But like, who originally wrote it though? Like, not the show, because the show came after the books.
Yeah, I don't know, but you know, it's neither here nor there. So,
But
but
if
we
we
just
talk about, because I don't know if technically it counts as Nickelodeon's not character, but you know what I mean.
yeah. So we just want to say rest in peace, Martin Mull. We missed your we missed your voice.
Very great actor.
Very-
He's actually done a bunch of other roles too.
Yeah, he did other roles too. I just remember him mostly for that one. He was
He's
also
very
on
popular, well known
Sabrina.
for that.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was on Sabrina the Teenage Witch or something like that. I forgot what it was.
I know. What
Yeah,
you're
that's
talking
what it
about.
is.
Yeah, he was on there. That was
Oh,
like
okay,
the
okay.
2000s, I think.
All right. Let's see. What else to move on to? So, like I said, we got a lot. Let's talk about one of the funniest things that's going on in gaming right now. So everyone's talking about this Eldin Ring DLC being way too hard.
Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. It's all up to anybody's opinion. It's anybody's opinion, but I'll tell you right now, dude. If you play any Dark Souls game, what do you expect?
They've
from
always-
the DLC? Dark Souls 3 had DLC that was harder than the original, from what people were saying before a while back, and a lot of other Dark Souls games had the same thing happen. And you're saying that you're complaining now about the game being hard? My guy, it is not
if you're
that
new to
hard.
Dark Souls,
Yeah, dude. I'm still stuck on Demon Souls with Terrell over here.
I made it to the fourth boss.
Me personally,
I didn't make it to the
that
fourth
hard.
one.
Yeah, me personally, I wouldn't say that Elden Ring or Elden Ring DLC, even though I haven't played it yet, but from what I've seen, and from what I've know other people who've played all the other Dark Souls games, from what they've told me, people are really just complaining about nothing. And I'm sorry if there are people out there who think that like, oh, it is actually very hard. I'm not gonna deny that it's hard or anything like that when it comes to DLC stuff, but it's Dark Souls. It's a Dark Souls game. It's made from Software. What do you expect?
now if you're new to it, I
If you're
understand.
new to it,
You
yeah,
probably
I can
want,
understand because you're new to it, right?
yeah.
I mean, right?
But if
So
you're not
if you're
new,
new to it, it makes sense.
I feel like you know what you signed up for.
The
yeah,
creators.
if you're not
Yeah.
new, yeah.
Yeah,
It
you
makes
gotta know what you signed up for. If you played the whole game and you are playing this DLC, okay, you should know what you signed up for. Now here's the thing: if you're a veteran Dark Souls player, like me and a few others who have played pretty much all the other Dark Souls games at some point and have gone through them all, then I'm gonna tell you right now: if you're complaining that's hard, bruh.
They basically give you
What
they
did
give you
they
a sorry,
spin
you're
that
not
makes
sorry.
it so difficult?
All right.
They gave you a sorry, you're not sorry, because they already apologized for making the Eldin Ring hard, and then made the game too
But Elden Ring is
tough.
not that hard compared to other Dark Souls. At least in my opinion, from my experience, it's definitely not that hard.
They just need parry better.
All right.
I don't parry it, so I do real knives and go at it. That's all I do.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So in a little bit of technology news. This is obviously still not everything to cover because we're still going to go back to video games at some point.
Yeah.
But the Beats sound pill is making a comeback. I know CJ.
Why?
CJ, I thought you was a fan of Beats.
I love beats. I love the solos. Don't get me wrong. I love the original
but
solos.
The sound
I
pill is
hate the
coming back.
threes. The pill. Why? Who was buying the pill?
So someone on YouTube on my YouTube feed bought 3 already.
Why?
I'm curious about that too. Why is it making a comeback, or like why is it coming back?
Because Dr. Dre need money. We don't need to offend Dr. Dre.
Because
did you just call Dr. Dre broke?
No, I just don't understand the need for the pill, right?
Oh, let me see. Yeah, so yeah, I found it. Yeah, so the Beats sound pill is making a comeback. Now, I don't know, I don't want to say this. I'm not a fanboy by any means, but I use Sony for all my stuff in terms of audio. But I prefer my Sony speaker. I don't. Terrell, you still use your Sony speaker?
Yeah, every once in a while.
See, exactly. So yeah, this is the new Beats Soundpill wireless Bluetooth speaker. It comes in statement red, black, and champagne gold.
It looks the same.
Yeah, but it doubles as a
Well, battery charging.
yeah, it doubles as a power bank as well.
You like throw in the water and still play music.
But yeah, so this guy on my YouTube feed bought 3 of them because he thought you could hook 3 of them up together, but you can only hook up 2 of them up together.
Oh.
But you can do that with any other speaker these days. But I thought it was weird how the Beats Sound Pill is making a comeback. It's not my preferred Bluetooth speaker. It's absolutely not.
That's very. It's odd but interesting at the same time because, dude, it's been forever since I've heard anybody using the pill at all.
Yeah.
Like, how long ago was it when it first came out, or when it was popular for a bit?
When
and
it
sort of went away.
Popular? I want to say whenever I was in middle school.
Yeah, it was around that area.
CJ, did your camera turn off?
He might have gone AFK.
Probably. That's fine though.
That's something different though. I wouldn't think I'd ever see or hear about that thing ever coming back because it's just sort of it's just gone.
Yeah, CJ popped out. That's funny.
Eh.
So Terrell, what do you think about this?
I already mentioned it. Looks the same.
Okay. Looks the same.
Doesn't care. It looks the same. I mean,
Okay.
I'm going to tell you right now, I never use the pill, and I don't really use speakers for anything, at least. So.
Only thing I'll probably ever get for Beats again, if I do. Wow, that's Yoda. Is the headphones. That was Yoda language, dude.
I use the XM4s. I love these a lot. Oh, okay, CJ's back.
That's something CJ might get.
What?
The Beats pill. He's a music guy.
Oh, it depends. You can ask him whenever he pops in, because he's just still loading in.
Well, he said something broke.
It says experiencing connectivity issues. We're not able to display camera and mic. Okay. Well, CJ looks. Yeah, CJ looks like he got to pop out and pop back in. But I mean, for $150 for a Beats pill, I think I'll pass. I'm not a fan. You know, like I said, I prefer Sony stuff.
You
All
got a
right.
new TV.
No, I'd rather go for LG for a TV. That's just me. After having a Samsung for many years, I kind of want something different. That's just me. Okay, so something funny happened. So, as you guys know, Inside Out 2 just came out like a couple weeks ago. Apparently, it already got a few. Like, it already turned a profit in terms of like money, but that's not what's funny. What's funny was the cast was interviewed saying, if you could go inside any character's head, who would you be? And Maya Hawke accidentally said on camera Shrek, and they were like, that's not a Disney character.
Why?
Hey, dude, you can see her soul leave her body because she did not mean to say Shrek, but her mind just went Shrek.
I mean, alright, I guess have fun in Shrek's mind if you want to go there.
So she accidentally said Shrek when every other cast member said like Snow White, or like one of the dwarves or
So any Disney character.
Yeah, any Disney character, she just went Shrek.
But that counts as like Marvel
DreamWorks.
though too, right?
Ooh, I don't know.
Like Spider-Man and everything like that. Because I mean, I don't know. That's the real question.
What about Star Wars?
Or Star Wars? Yeah, does that count too? Or is it strictly what Disney made?
What Disney considers Disney?
Yeah, what is considered that? Because if that's the case, I mean, okay, I could see like them naming like like some of the princes or princesses or
No,
like,
dude,
some of the fish or something.
No. Okay, so I had a similar discussion many years ago. Terrell was there. Our stupid college friends, who probably don't even listen to this podcast, so I can say this, was like, Marvel and Star Wars movies are Disney movies. I'm like, no. It's under Marvel Studios and Lucasfilm. They're not considered Disney. They're just under the Disney umbrella.
Yeah, because Disney bought them. Well, they're in contract with
Disney.
Disney.
Disney own them, but they don't count as Disney.
Exactly.
Yeah, because there's Marvel and Star Wars movies before Disney got involved, so...
Yeah.
Exactly.
Now Disney owns them, and now Disney...
Before 2008 and before 2012.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, sticking with the Disney Marvel theme, Marvel Comics changed their logo to look like the MCU logo. So it looks like, instead of it saying Marvel Studios, it says Marvel Comics. And it just took that same thing instead of keeping it OG.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, CJ's back, maybe.
I guess I can see why. I mean, lots of people know, when it comes to, like, big hit stuff, like, nowadays, most people know about most of the MCU stuff instead of, like, more like the comics.
No, I think...
It varies.
I think it goes back to, like, a continuity thing.
Yeah, but, like, why change it to the MCU style?
Yeah, let me show this to you.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. It's like, why change it to the MCU style? Maybe it's because it might get more recognition? I don't know. So, okay.
If anything that's different is that they made the word comics more bold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see no difference. I don't care.
It doesn't look too different, really.
Yeah.
Besides the words being more bold.
Meanwhile...
It's not that big of a deal, though. It's not that big of a change.
Yeah, I just think it's weird, though. I think it's weird because... let me share the screen again. Because I even have a T-shirt with this logo on it. Like this is what it used to be.
That's old Marvel Comics.
Yeah, that's old Marvel Comics now. In today's standards, that's old Marvel Comics. That's funny. Okay, let's see. So, Netflix had a live-action mature Power Ranger series, but they scrapped it.
Really?
Yeah, so it was going to be like Power Rangers with like mature themes and like all this good stuff. More of like an adult version of Power Rangers, but Netflix scrapped it.
Why?
We don't know, dude.
We saw blood.
Cool. Oh, so what? There's blood. There's a million other things they have that literally has blood in it.
I just wish they would. I wish the one that reached theaters like 3 years ago. I wish they would have made a second one of that one because they left that one as a
cliffhanger.
Yeah, because the end credit because they kept calling Tommy's name. But
yeah,
we're never getting that.
Nah, dude. Like we're never ever gonna get that.
I just don't understand.
Unfortunately,
I just don't understand some movies or series they continue on that should have ended a long time ago. Then you have some that they just drop.
That's gonna be like the end of podcast discussion. So we're hold on to that thought. Actually,
yeah, okay.
Yeah, I just texted CJ what's going on, but anyway.
Tell him use his phone.
Tell him. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I'm gonna text him. Use your phone. I wonder if I can text him. Oh, I could. Okay, I could copy the link and text it to him as well. Mid call. That's fantastic. It's so funny, guys, because CJ was in here talking for at least 10 minutes before we started recording, and it was just fine. All right. So we got some news about Beyond Good and Evil. So, Beyond Good and Evil is getting a remaster, a 20th anniversary remaster.
I saw that.
And and then they came out and said that Beyond Good and Evil 2 is still in the works. So, I'm glad that it's not scrapped.
Just wait.
Like that was a game we waited almost. I mean, I waited almost 10 years for because I know you guys pretty much don't care about it all that much.
I mean, I've watched it. I remember I watched it a while back. I never played the game, but I watched it. It seems interesting. But would I play it personally? No.
Never watched it or played the game. I never even heard of it.
Yeah, I mean, like for example, when we were talking about Marvel vs. Capcom earlier, I've watched it a lot. I love watching it, but I don't think I play it really that much. I wouldn't mind playing it, but I just don't think I put the time into it.
Yeah. All right, so there's another thing I want to bring up. So do you guys remember this? Do you guys remember back in the days of COVID, there was that Razer face mask?
Yeah.
That had the RGB and all that good stuff?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's getting a recalled right now.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, because they claimed that it had like a, what was it, N95 certified. It was not, in fact, N95 certified, and they're forcing people to send them back and getting a refund.
Okay, then.
Now, if you remember, this thing was almost like $200.
I remember seeing that thing cost so much. I'm like, dude, it's an RGB face mask. How hard is it to just make one of those?
But we thought that COVID was going to be a little bit more long term, so they really thought they was going to get like a good little quick buck out of that.
Yeah.
So I thought it was kind of funny to bring up.
I love how they're recalling it now, 4 to 5 years later after this whole thing.
Yeah, after they realize it's not N95 certified. That's kind of wild, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Another thing to bring up. So Xbox has actually confirmed that they're going to go to Gamescom this year.
They are.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So they said they got more stuff to show off.
Ooh,
so,
that's actually pretty cool then.
Yeah. They had a list of games. I didn't bother writing them down, but more updates and stuff is going to be all along the way. We're going to cover Gamescom because we cover all this stuff. But this month I didn't write this down, but this month is Comic-Con, so.
Yes, it is.
So it's confirmed that Marvel is going to be at Hall H again this year, and we're going to get news about Spider-Man, and then news about the new Captain America movie that keeps getting rewritten.
I remember hearing so much about that. It's like, what are they changing this time? They keep changing it up. There's so many things that just keep changing. I'm like,
Blade keeps getting rewritten. So yeah. And more information came out about Fantastic Four. It's going to be a period piece that does not take place in the MCU. So
Okay.
I'm skipping that movie.
I thought the whole point of them bringing in certain characters was what's the point of them being able to bring in Fantastic Four at some point?
Wasn't
that part of the whole plan of theirs at one point?
I don't know, and at this point, it's kind of hard to care. I just care about Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yep, and I can tell you right now, I cannot wait for that because I'm seeing that immediately.
Terrell, you want to go with me to see Deadpool and Wolverine?
When's it coming? 26th?
9th.
It comes out on the 9th?
No, 29th.
29th.
Yeah.
Of July, right?
Yeah. End of this month. Making
that's a
plans on the
Monday.
podcast. What the hell? I probably got the date wrong. But either way, we'll look into that later. All right, so Carson, there's another game remaster that's coming out, and I'm pretty sure you mentioned to me that you played this a lot back in PS3 days.
Yes.
So Dead Rising is making a comeback. How do you feel?
Really? Dead Rising?
Yeah, Dead Rising is making a comeback.
I think I remember seeing that actually on YouTube at one point. I didn't click it because I was watching something else to like see what else is coming out here soon.
I never played Dead Rising, but I feel like that's something more of like your speed.
So with Dead Rising, it's not for everybody. It's definitely, I don't know how to explain it.
It's a love-hate relationship. Is that what that is?
Not that. It's more like, I don't know how you would explain the kind of game it is. Because, well, here's the thing. I never actually owned the game, but I played a lot of it because a friend of mine actually had it. And whenever I was at his place, we played it a bunch.
Nice.
I never got the game myself because I figured, you know what, if I'll play the game, I'll just play it at his place. And every time I hang out, which it did. But even though I didn't own that game, I would say I definitely loved playing it at his place, and it was awesome. The game itself, again, I'm trying to think how you would describe it. It has a very interesting take, but it's like, you know, zombie apocalyptic sort of situation stuff. It has a bit of a comedic feel to it, but in general, it's just a fun game. It's a really fun game.
Fun. I've never played it. What about you, Terrell?
Dead Rising?
Yeah.
I played the old Dead Rising 2 from PS3, but I didn't really get that far in the game. I seen it in the PlayStation Store recently. I haven't thought about getting the game or not. CJ's still gone too.
Yeah, I just texted him. It's fine. He'll come back. He'll come in whenever. Or I could just be funny and just call him, like, "Yeah, what's going on?"
Have him through your phone.
Yeah, have him through the phone. Yeah, nothing. He's probably resetting. That's fine. All right, so another thing that come up was so there's been a device that I simply will not shut up about. These guys just heard me talk about it over and over again because new stuff keep coming out about it, and that is the Prime Video version of the Pip-Boy. And more in something else about that as well. So with the new Pip-Boy, it's going to be able to be pre-ordered from pretty much anywhere now. So like the Amazon, GameStop, Bethesda, IGN, pretty much anywhere and everywhere now. So because at the time, at the time, I put a pre-order down. At the time, they were like, so limited supplies last. You have 3 days left to pre-order. So that's why I put my pre-order down. And the thing is, they keep making new changes with it, and it's getting better and better and better because the people that are working on it are nerds like us, and they want it to be super, super cool without affecting the cost, which is wonderful.
Cool.
And they're going to start production pretty soon. So I still have the estimated delivery for January of 2025.
Oh, man.
Dang, we
But-
put 30.
But in other news, there was a Pit-Boy that came out with Fallout 4 called the Pit-Boy 3000 Bluetooth version. There was issues with it. Oh, CJ's coming in.
Yeah, I remember there was issues with it when I saw
it. Yeah, dude. So, he failed again. All right. So, there was issues with it where it won't get past the boot screen. It would just keep failing and failing.
Exactly.
But
I've seen that.
6 or 7 years later, there's finally a solution.
What is that?
So apparently, why it keeps failing is because one of the processor chips get way too hot and fail. So the only solution is to buy the same chip, which you can, because chips can. There's probably like 6 chips in the world that keep getting used for everything.
Yeah.
You just buy the chip, desolder it, solder it back, and it works good as new.
Oh man.
Many years later of finding that out. It's so awesome that and there was a community kept trying to fix it. Cause I was bringing this up with my other friend. Because she just got into the Fallout series.
Yeah.
I was like, there's this device that you could use to play the game with, but a lot of them are super expensive because it's the only ones that work. And at the point of me talking to her about it, I was like, there's no solution. Up until last week.
Yeah. I mean, I never owned one, but I remember seeing a lot of people have problems with it, and not many people were happy with that. I was like, well, okay then.
A working Pit-Boy Bluetooth version goes for thousands of dollars.
Well, I'm glad I didn't get one because they had problems at the time.
A broken one is worth $300.
But what are you gonna do with a broken one?
You said why would you get a broken one?
What are you gonna do with it? I mean, you gonna try and fix it? Like, what's broken with it exactly?
A broken one is like the ones that don't boot.
Okay, so you just replace the thing inside of it.
Yeah. Now you could do that. Back then you kind of couldn't.
Wow.
Yeah. So let me share the screen real quick. Yeah. So here are all it says Bluetooth edition working limited rare, unbricked functional. Just the case.
Bruh.
The build it yourself kit. Another one build it yourself kit. The Fallout 4 edition. The Fallout 4 edition was the one where you could put your phone into.
Yeah.
That's kind of lame by today's standards.
Yeah, some people just.
But all of these was developed by the one company. Let's just say broken.
Even the new one is developed by the same company?
Oh yeah, the one company has been working with the Bethesda for a while. Okay, so how about we do a condition? Not specified. None of these is exactly what I'm looking for, but you get the point.
Yeah.
Either way, it's still expensive.
It really is. But I mean,
can
you really blame anyone?
I saw this build it yourself kit for someone posted on eBay for a starting bid at $1. Couple days later, it went up to $160.
Oh wow!
It's like $30 more than what the thing started retail for. But so in other news, Sony is working on PS3 games coming to PS5. Like they're working on a PS3 to PS5 emulator.
Are you serious?
Oh, that's the rumor.
Okay, if that's true, I'm actually kind of happy for that. I'd be very excited for that.
Yeah, Terrell, I want to see you on PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, dog.
If I want to play that, I could just play Smash.
I can't,
Or
I can't,
Nickel-
I can't play that game no more, bro.
or what's that one? Nickelodeon All Star Brawl.
Yeah, but
Something like that.
I could whoop you. I could guarantee you I could whoop you with Pararap with the rapper, dude. That was my main. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so more on the topic of Sony. This is a really heavy shocker. Sony is you know how Sony is the #1 distributor for Blu-ray discs?
Mainly, yeah.
They want to stop doing that. So that goes for movies and video games. They want to stop making discs.
Okay.
Who's buying disc anymore?
I do when they're on sale.
Yeah, but here's the thing though, Jay. What about majority?
I think the majority just downloads.
Exactly.
I feel like there's a small percent like me who buy physical if it's a really good deal.
See, only there's a few games I have when it comes to disc, meaning few games as in for PS5. PS5, I mean. I have only I think 2-3 games that are for PS5. I think it's only the Miles Morales one. It was the 2 games that came with the PlayStation bundle. It's the Miles Morales and the Demon Souls. I think that's it. Because I didn't really expect to get. I'm not gonna get really any other games through discs anymore. But I can play. I got the disc version of it, so I can play my PS4 games that I already own and just put it on there.
The last physical game I bought was Gran Turismo 7.
The last physical game I bought was what's that game called? Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy for PlayStation 5.
Nice.
Yeah, good choices. But yeah, we talked about this. We talked about this off screen before. But like I said, physical media is getting cheaper. It depends on how long. So a game we talked about in this case, you guys probably don't remember, but a long time ago in the party chat we was all talking about this. I remember Terrell said, as soon as that squad kills a Justice League if it's for $1, he's gonna pick it up.
I haven't the game yet.
That game is super cheap now, but it's not $1 cheap.
Yet.
Yet.
I get when it's free.
It could be a free PlayStation Plus title one day. That could be the factor.
I heard so many bad things about the game. I was highly disappointed.
Yeah, dude, they hyped it up so well, and it was just so horrible. Goodness.
It had potential, but I feel like they fumbled and went about it a lot.
No, dude, the thing. Here's the thing. The thing I did not like. I think it's beyond their control. I just want to say the Batman thing because Kevin Conroy means a lot to all of us. But at the same time, they probably did not know his condition at the time, and they did Batman the way they did. It's just distasteful now because Kevin Conroy's gone.
Well, also you gotta remember, Kevin Conroy still voiced those parts even in those.
He did before he died.
He did it before he died. That's why.
He knew what was gonna happen.
Yeah, that's why I said they probably did not know his condition at the time.
No, they had to do something for it, so maybe they had to voice it for that. That's my guess. But even then, you still had to do it. Either way, he knew what was happening.
Yeah, I'm just excited because he has one more role for Crisis on Infinite Earths cartoon. That was a really good movie.
They use AI.
Yeah, probably. All right, but so keeping up with the Batman news, we're getting the Cape Crusader next month on Prime Video.
That is what I was talking about earlier. I'm excited for that. Oh.
It's kind of crazy. They kind of changed it just a little bit because, in early production, they were like, "Oh, this takes place after the animated series, but before Batman Beyond." But now it's an entirely different thing now.
Which I'm fine with either way.
Yeah, I'm fine with either way because Batman Beyond was definitely one of my favorite cartoons back then.
It really was. It was one of my favorites too.
The Cape Crusader is I think combines a little bit of everything, but in a different new universe or whatever because it's made by Matt Reeves. If you guys know who Matt Reeves is, he's the guy who directed the Batman.
Is it? He
with
did the Batman.
Robert Pattinson, or should I say Robert Pattinson? Man, that was a good movie. Terrell and I went to go see that one.
Yeah, I can't wait for this Cape Crusader and everything. This is going to be really good, I think.
Yeah,
hopefully. I feel like it's got to do well though. More than likely.
One of my favorite things about watching the Batman with Terrell is every once in a while we had to keep going like, ugh. We had to like keep moving around in our seat because the movie was so long, but it was so good. Terrell was like, golly, it just kept moving.
It was better than being those chairs that we went to go see a Black Widow.
Yeah, so Terrell and I went to go see a 4D movie when we were in Florida. That was the worst mistake we could have ever made, bro. So you're laughing, right? So
not bad.
No, you're gonna laugh. You're gonna laugh. When I tell you this. So tell me why. While Black Widow's getting her butt whooped, everyone else in the theater's getting her butt whooped too, bro. When I left, my back was hurting because the seat was like punching you, bro.
I was trying to enjoy my fries.
That's
no,
right.
dude,
That's 4D. That's right. You guys actually feel the shit she's going.
Yeah. So in the trailers, they had like the seats moving around like, and then at one point it's just going like this, and Terrell's like, I just want to eat my fries. The worst experience of my life, dude. Like,
can you imagine what it'd be like if you did that with a Deadpool movie or like anything like that?
No,
like
dude. So no. So like at the time, right? One of the trailers. I'm gonna adjust my headset. At the time, one of the trailers they showed us was the Fast and the Furious at that time, and we were just going. Oh my god! Me and Terrell and Jack were like, "Oh hell no!" It was one of the worst experiences I've ever had, dude. Like,
so you don't want to go back into a 4D movie?
Terrell, tell him, bro.
I will not go back to a 4D movie.
I'd be curious to see what it's like, because I've never had that happen, but also at the same time, it sounds...
Dude, no, so while Black Widow was getting her butt whooped, we were getting our butt whooped, dude.
If I want to go to a 4D movie, I might as well go to a carnival or amusement park.
Alright. That's funny, dude. Alright, so one thing I wanted to talk about was I'm really happy about this, but PlayStation Plus July, we're doing good, guys. Borderlands 3, NHL 24, and Among Us. I only care about 2 out of those 3. I do not care for Among Us, but NHL 24, I'm so happy.
Good.
Oh, man, dude.
Good.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't personally play NHL, and I already have Borderlands 3. I've beaten that already a while back.
Yeah.
So, but those are still good games to get. Definitely worth it. Borderlands definitely worth it. Borderlands 2 I really liked. But it still doesn't beat Borderlands 2.
Yeah, dude. I never played Borderlands 3, so I'm excited to do that.
Nice.
Yeah, so speaking about the NHL, last week was the Stanley Cup. Florida Panthers won their first Stanley Cup in 30 years.
Really?
I think, yeah, that is phenomenal. Like I watched that game, dude. It was such a good game.
Weren't they down 3-1?
Yeah, I think so.
Or 3-0?
But dude, they won it, bro. Like, oh my god, they deserve it, dude. So
you're a Panthers fan now?
No, of course not. Of course not. No. Oh,
You can't. For people who are listening on to Spotify or anything, you can't see it, but Jay's trying to show off his shirt right now.
Kings fan, baby. Go Kings, go.
We was literally one game out. We were supposed to win out. We didn't make it. We didn't make it.
Yeah. Okay. So another thing hockey related.
Go Flyers.
He said, "Go Flyers." You sound like the dudes from American Dad. Be like, Zuka Sharks. Oh man. So okay. I was telling this with CJ. I kind of wish he was here to listen in, but so the NHL, right? They dropped a team and they added a team. So
okay.
What happened was, money. So they dropped they dropped the Arizona Coyotes. So all the players on the Arizona Coyotes get moved to a new team in Utah, which is a weird place for hockey, I would say.
Well, I mean, who did they bring in then if they got rid of them?
No. So it's the same players. They moved to the.
Oh.
You sort of didn't drop the team. They just moved to a different location.
See, I don't watch hockey too much, and I don't really know too much about it. That's why.
Because that's like for basketball. The Supersonics moved to Oklahoma for the OKC.
Yeah. So, So the Arizona Coyotes got moved to Utah, and I'm gonna tell you the names that they had options for, and fans voted, and tell you what they actually picked. So you have the Utah Yeti. Okay. I'm sorry. So all these start with the word Utah. So I'm just gonna go straight down. So yeah. So you got Yeti, Canyons, Blizzards, Outlaw, Frost, HC, Freeze, Swarm, Glaciers, Powder, Ice, Fury, Mountaineers, Hive, Squall, Venom, Caribou, Mammoth, Blast, and Black Diamonds. My personal favorite is Utah Mammoth. That sounds sick.
Yetis.
Utah Yeti?
I say Yeti sounds better. It's a good play on words. Utah Yeti.
Yeah,
or do something that makes sense since it's in Utah.
Oh, so you didn't like none of those options, Taro? Out of curiosity,
I like Yeti.
I mean, I like Yeti because of the play on words, but I can see what Terrell means with there being things actually from Utah and everything.
So you were saying what name they actually went with?
What?
They're called the Utah Hockey Club.
Okay, I have no idea whether I should feel embarrassed for them or not.
That's just as bad as the Washington football team.
Yeah.
I forgot about that, dude. Every time I hear about that football team, I think about South Park. Here are the Washington Redskins.
Oh my god, I remember that.
We are a crowdfunding thing that don't do nothing. That's so funny, dude.
I'll be right back real quick in a minute. Keep going. I'll be right back though.
Keep going. Nice. Yeah. All right, so this more relates to you, Terrell, actually. So, you remember how there was the gaming emulators that are on iPhone now?
Yeah.
Imagine this: you can play your Game Boy Advance games on your Apple Watch for $1.99.
Why would I want to do that?
Dude, it looks incredibly goofy.
It looks so small on your Apple Watch. I'm not even gonna waste my time.
For $1.99, nothing less.
Now since CJ stuff is recording,
it's been said that, but CJ is not with us. That sounds like. Oh man, where is it?
No, you're right. They are called the Utah Hockey Club.
Yeah, here we go. Like you said, it's super small, and it's ridiculous. But yeah, Utah Hockey Club.
No, I'm not playing that.
So, for people who are on the Spotify, is basically half the Apple Watch real estate is the screen of whatever Game Boy Advance game you're playing, and then the bottom half is the B, the A, volume, up, down, left, and right. How bored do you have to be playing a game like that?
You got too much time on your hands.
So, back in the day of whenever the Apple Watch first came out, there was a Tamagotchi app that did something similar. So, instead of having, it was a certified Tamagotchi for your Apple Watch. It still costs money, but, I think that's so weird, right?
Yeah, it's super weird.
But, on the other hand, it's kind of impressive from a software engineering standpoint. But on the top of the screen, you have the start, select, and then the menu button. I'm assuming you set everything up on your iPhone and it just mirrors off your iPhone.
What? But I don't see the point in this though.
Me either. Especially when the Delta app is already free, and you can use your phone, which is bigger than your Apple Watch.
True.
I know you really don't mess around with Game Boy because you said Game Boy wasn't your thing when you were a kid.
No, not really. I ain't played that much Game Boy. I always get bored of it usually.
I mean, you can't go wrong. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, we're almost done here. You gotta wait for Carson to come back. But like, dude, like, are you excited for Comic-Con?
Currently, no. Actually, I got mixed reviews on it because I don't know how it's going to turn out.
Well, it's gonna turn out better than last year because there's no writers and actors strike going on.
True.
Because remember how last year, actors and writers were told they were not allowed to go to Comic-Con, and it was. Oh, okay, sweet. So we're just talking about how for Comic-Con this year is going to be better than last year because there's no writers and actors strike.
There's no writers and actors doing what now?
Oh, I said I was telling Terrell that Comic-Con's going to be better this year because there's no writers and actors strike going on.
Oh, that whole thing.
Yeah. Man, so Carson, I wanted to show you something before we move on to our next topic. I just want your opinion on this. So you remember how we were talking about emulators on iPhone back like a while ago, like a few weeks ago? Yeah. So there's a thing now where you can do that with an Apple Watch.
An emulator for your Apple? Oh. Huh. Wait. What? Okay, what games is this gonna have? Or like, what they
Game Boy.
Now? Oh, just Game Boy. Okay. I mean, either way, it's still cool. But
A, B, up, down, left, right, start, select menu.
really,
On an Apple Watch, and that's on an Apple Watch Ultra. That's like the biggest Apple Watch they make.
okay. And what exactly do you want my opinion on for this one?
Yeah. So what do you think?
About the emulator for the watch?
Yeah.
That's pretty sick, actually. Well, I actually believe it or not. So I still have my Game Boy.
Yeah. Same here.
I think most of us here still have our Game Boys. Never get rid of that thing. If you have it, do not get rid of it. But
if anything, just mod it.
yeah, you can do
Give
that.
yourself a better
I
screen.
don't mod. I never modded mine. I kept mine the way it is.
Yeah, mine's stock too.
But an emulator for that for the game for just like Game Boy games, that's pretty sick. I would have to say that's actually really cool that you can do that. Now my question is, so okay, not why, but like I don't have an Apple Watch. Okay, I don't plan on getting one. That's fine. You guys have one. Not that I don't want one or anything. It's just that like I don't really use much of Apple products when it comes to it. But
No doubt, dude.
again, I know a bit about it and everything. I'm just curious though. So it's for like that was showing like the biggest Apple Watch, right? You said.
Yeah, that's the biggest one they make. It's the Ultra.
How big is that?
I actually went to the Apple Store a couple of weeks ago, and I want an Ultra, so I wanted to try it on. So the one with the numpad on is the one on my wrist, and the other one's the Ultra, for comparison.
Okay, so the picture that you showed me here, the one on the right is
Mine.
Is yours. The one on the left with the numpad is the Ultra.
No, the one with the numpad is mine. The one with the numpad is
the time on it is the Ultra.
Yeah, the one with the time on is the Ultra.
So it doesn't look too much big. Huh.
Yeah. That's what I'm aiming for in September.
Well, okay. Apologies right now if you can hear me, but sound a bit different. I'm eating food.
That's fine.
Food was done, and I got it real quick. But, okay. So, I'm trying to think here. Seeing how big that was and everything, but how much battery does that usually drain? It comes with it's battery powered, right? Obviously, I think.
The Ultra lasts longer than this one by a mile
Alright.
shot.
How long does it last?
The Ultra can last 2 days on low power mode.
Okay. My next question is here's why I question this because you know like how you all know how phones work.
Yeah.
Depending on what you're on, it could heat up your phone real quick. I'm questioning: is this thing gonna heat it up? A lot?
Terrell, imagine getting a burn from your Apple Watch.
That's what I'm wondering. Does this heat it up a bit? Does it keep? Does it not
I've
do that
never
much?
I've never had that issue, dude. My Apple Watch never burned me. I can honestly say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Depending on how the emulator works and everything, and depending on how well the watch is with it, I would say it's pretty cool and it's fine. Then I would think you're fine. You have a Game Boy on the go. Besides having an actual Game Boy with you at all time in your pocket.
Yeah.
But I mean, hopefully that doesn't drain your battery though. Is a lot.
Yeah, and you know, there's already an emulator for your iPhone which has a bigger screen real estate, so it's almost like actually having a Game Boy. But all right, so there's only 3 more things to discuss before our final topic. So, guys, we're getting another reboot, and it's gonna be their 3rd attempt because we had an OG, they rebooted it, and then they're gonna reboot it again.
Do I want to know?
Hellboy.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw the trailer. I saw the trailer yesterday. I can tell you right now, I was not happy with the trailer either.
What about you, Terrell?
About what?
They're rebooting Hellboy again.
I haven't seen any of the other Hellboy movies. I don't have an opinion on it.
I didn't like the newer one, but I also didn't like that trailer I saw because I'll tell you right now, and you can say what you want about this, that trailer looked like a fan-made trailer.
That's terrible by having like a a movie.
And I'm not saying that fan-made trailers can't be good, but you can tell the way it looked, and if you compare it to some fan-made stuff that people make on their own, it looks like one of those. The style, how it looks, and everything, graphic-wise, everything looks like it's fan-made.
No, you know what else is crazy? Mortal Kombat 2 is getting screen tested right now, and people are not liking it either. And if you guys remember, we actually covered Mortal Kombat 1 in the podcast earlier. Last season. We talked... Yeah, we talked... Yeah, the movie.
Mm-hmm.
We all talked about how they did so many things wrong, and some audiences just did not like it. So, that's going to be another one to wait for to go on HBO, I guess.
Yeah, it's not touched theaters. Well, it can.
But, if you're interested in Mortal Kombat, it's there. But also, I highly because it's going to be on HBO Max in a couple days or this month or whatever. Kong X Godzilla was so good. Whoa,
This
CJ.
is stupid. I hate a Mac. You wanna know why?
Why?
So you started talking, Carson started talking. Then it said something about MacBook limitation has been reached. And I'm not sure what it is. Because I can hear
never
you.
got that.
Because I can literally hear y'all. But I can't respond. What is MacBook limitations? Because that doesn't mean anything to me.
Are you using Chrome?
Yeah, and it says MacBook limitations.
Is your Mac plugged in?
It was, and then I took it out. And then it said, when I came back, it said MacBook limitations. I hate Apple, yo.
Well, I'm using a MacBook and I'm having 0 issues.
I know, but see, every time I use my MacBook for something, it's like, yo, limitations. I'm like, limitations for what?
How old is your Mac, out of curiosity?
Maybe 3 years. It's
Oh, wait,
2020.
That's how old mine is.
Oh, so you don't have the glowing Apple logo on yours anymore, right?
You might need to update your app, MacBook.
Yeah, you might need to update your Mac, CJ.
I'm not using another Mac, bro. If I spend money, I'm not buying another Mac.
No, dude.
Update it.
System update.
It's system updated to 17.5. It's updated all the way. It can be updated.
Oh. Damn, I thought it was another one came out yesterday that I updated.
There's another one from yesterday. I just updated. Okay, never mind. Whatever.
I ain't been on my MacBook in a couple days either.
I'm on the latest. Wait, hold on. It says checking for updates. But CJ, you shouldn't be having any issues. No.
Hopefully you don't get any more issues.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm not gonna get issues on here. I promise you, I'm not.
I'm
Gonna
on,
get
dude. I'm
issues
on
here.
14.5.
My MacBook is not gonna work.
CJ, I'm on 14.5 on Samoa.
Give me a minute.
No, it's fine. No worries, dude. No worries.
Take your time, man.
Give me a minute.
But so back to the Hellblade thing, though, right? I
Right.
don't know. See, I like Hellboy, one of my favorite comic book characters of all time. Honestly,
They put him
I
in
kid
Mortal
you not.
Kombat.
well, I love the
Or
paranormal.
no,
I love all that
Injustice.
stuff. But Hellboy is one of my favorite comic book characters of all time. Besides like Spawn, who's like kind of like they're all their own thing.
Dude, I love
Spawn is
Spawn.
definitely up there. He's like my
Keith
top
David,
5.
bro.
Keith
I was
David is
literally
my favorite
telling.
actors too of all time too because
I
of his
was literally talking to my dad about Keith David the other day, man. I was like, Dad, Keith David is a legend.
But anyway, Hellboy
Like-
though, what they showed, the trailer wise, the new trailer, I think it's Crooked Man, right? Crooked Man trailer.
Yeah.
In that, when I
Who
was
has
watching
an
it,
ambulance at their house right now, dude?
when I was watching it, it don't get me wrong, I think the story is gonna be really good, but judging by how it kind of looked with how it was filmed a bit, it looks like I said almost kind of like a fan trip. I'm not saying that's
Yeah,
a
I don't-
terrible thing. It could be better possibly, but I don't know how I feel about it. I'm skeptical
Yeah.
about it because I mean when they tried to reboot Hellboy before, like that other
Yeah, with
one, I'm
David
trying to remember
Harbour.
what it was called, but like that other one.
with
after
David
the-
Harbour,
Yeah,
the boy from Stranger Things.
I
The man
wasn't
from Stranger
too
Things.
happy with it. A lot of people weren't too happy with it. They tried to stick more with the comics, but they didn't do that good of a job with it from what I remember hearing, from what I remember seeing of it. I don't hate it,
Oh,
but
see-
it could have been a lot better.
CJ's Mac is already on its latest up to date. Yeah, dude.
I
don't-
know.
That's wild, CJ. Are you? Is your Mac an Intel Mac or is it like an M1 Mac?
I think it's an M1.
Wow. So Terrell's is an M1 too, and he's not having issues, and mine's an Intel. That's weird.
Oh, I know. Apple just screws me every single time.
Why don't you just? Okay, this is gonna stop. We're gonna talk about that later. Never mind.
Yeah,
So,
we can talk about this later.
All right. So we're almost done. So one thing I want to bring up was Crazy Taxi is making a comeback, guys. If you're familiar
Why?
with Crazy Taxi, it's gonna be an open world RPG game.
For real?
Yeah. Crazy
Huh.
Taxi. If you guys remember what Crazy Taxi was.
I remember it. I didn't play it though. I remember watching it.
I've never played it.
I played it constantly. Why was this a decision?
Yeah, so it's going to be an open world, massive multiplayer AAA game. Have you played Crazy Taxi, Terrell? He's muted.
Why is that a thing?
Actually, I don't know why I asked. It's not his kind of game.
I played it as a child. Why did they decide to bring it back?
I don't know, dude.
Almost 19 years later?
Well, Sega wants to do this thing where they want to like reboot some like older their legacy stuff. So instead of just Sonic and Yakuza,
It's
And
like
Persona?
Sonic's their biggest one, probably.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Stay with Sonic. Because
don't get me wrong, I love Yakuza, but I feel like Sega has other properties because like Jet Set Radio is making a comeback too.
I saw that.
Jet Set
Yeah, but
Radio is good.
I don't know
Jet
if the
Set Radio
fan base is
sick.
there for it. Right? Like that's
Dude,
my
there
thing.
is. Dude, you should see all the people talking
yeah.
about it. Like, dude,
Somebody
Crazy
else is a very big
Taxi.
fan base.
Crazy Taxi is a favorite game for some people.
Who?
A lot.
For
Of people.
some people, CJ.
Like the Michael Jackson experience?
Okay. I've heard of the Michael Jackson experience, but I never heard someone liking it. Like, okay, but CJ, you gotta understand, each game has a fan base, dude. Like,
No, I'm understanding what you're saying. What I'm saying is I haven't heard a new Crazy Taxi game in 19 years.
Yeah.
19 years of living. So why?
Why? Why not? I mean,
Why not?
look at all the games. Look at all our games that are coming back. I mean, we got like a few years. Didn't we get like a couple? Well, not a couple. But like a few years ago, we got Kingdom Hearts 4 possibly coming out.
dude, I didn't finish Kingdom Hearts 3. That's so stupid.
Bro.
That's what I
So-
mean. Alright, so actually, so so CJ, there's another reboot that's coming out. I saved this one for you, just in case if you ever came back or not. So,
What's a reboot?
a really popular black sitcom but it's gonna get animated.
You talking about Raven?
No. It's gonna be called Everybody Still Hates Chris.
Why is it animated?
I don't know.
Because they didn't
So-
feel like having to pay the actors.
You right.
I made a joke, but you can yell at me all you want for that.
That's so funny.
No, but why?
Come at me if you want for
No,
that.
so-
but,
so-
I mean, you can't tell me I'm wrong or right on that one or whatever.
So some of the original cast is going to be reprising the roles, but as voice actors instead.
Who?
Terry Crews. and
Tyler
Rochelle-
James is too
Terry
old.
Crews.
No, Terry Crews
Terry
and
Crews,
like
dude.
That's fine, but Tyler
the
James
mom-
is too old.
the
He can't
mom
play
from-
Chris anymore.
Yeah, you
It's
can.
Miles.
No, he's talked about this multiple times. He said on set they had to make him. He had to talk in a weird voice. For Everybody Hates Chris because he was maturing too fast. So why would you
It's
reboot
easier.
this?
And
Get
and
somebody else to
Rochelle,
play
dude.
him then.
But I don't. But that doesn't make. That's weird.
Well,
I don't
okay,
know.
so I mean,
Do you
I wasn't gonna-
recast the new character?
So CJ, like the way he made that sound made me think about something else. So, how do I explain this? So
Chris Rock has no children.
no,
that I
because
know of.
the what you just said, CJ, reminded me of this new thing that's going on. So Dora the Explorer is getting reboot, and they recasted a new Dora, but the old Dora is going to be playing the mom of the new Dora. It's so weird.
But if we're animating, everyone hates Chris. Who do you get? Chris Rock? Because Chris Rock's not doing it. Chris Rock doesn't have children. So then we go to Tony Rock, and I don't think Tony Rock's children is in the same range as Everybody Hates Chris. So who do you
Chris
get?
Rock had kids.
He has two. One's a girl.
Everybody hates Christina. Okay.
Dude,
Write a whole nother
you
show.
don't need the same person to play that same role that's animated. It's a voice for a cartoon.
Yeah.
No, I know, but it's when people have rebooted shows, people have been picky that the person speaking isn't the original one that was speaking in the original.
Well, yeah,
So
no, I can
I'm just
understand
saying, I'm just saying,
There's certain things for that. That
what
makes
happens?
Sense, yeah.
CJ logic time.
no, I'm just saying, so what happens? Because everyone's going to go, what happens? He's not doing that role. If he does, that's cool. But from all, like, things, he has other projects coming out. So I'm just curious, how do we fix that?
Terrell, what do you think?
He might be AFK.
Yeah, he might be AFK. Well, I mean, okay, well, Terrell, sorry, CJ, I wanted your opinion on this other topic that we talked about earlier where you were gone. So they finally settled on a name for the Utah hockey team.
Oh, yeah, the hockey club, yeah.
Utah
They took
Hockey
none of the
Club.
names. They took none of the names they were supposed to take.
What was your preferred choice?
Yeti. But it's
Wow, so all
don't get me
three of
wrong.
you guys said Yeti except for me because I like Utah.
Don't get me
Mammoth.
wrong. Don't get me wrong. It's a hard sell. Yeti's a hard to sell. No. And I don't mean that like in a bad thing, right? But you got to go against like a blue Yeti, the Yeti cooler. So you have to market it right. But
What's
I
their
mean,
mascot
Yeti's
going to be?
a Yeti.
Some random hockey dude.
Some random hockey dude. All right, so this is our second to last topic. This is our last topic before our final discussion. So we're getting an animated Green Lantern series, and it's gonna have Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan as the main protagonists.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, and we're getting a prequel series of Pennywise. Oh, what's up, Terrell?
Hello.
Well, okay. Well, while Terrell is back, I could re-ask him this question. So, Terrell, how do you feel about an Everybody Hates Chris reboot that's going to be animated? It's going to be called Everybody Still Hates Chris. What do you think?
That's
He's
all you.
laughing. So Terrell, as what we know about it right now is only two characters are reprising their roles, which is Rochelle and Terry Crews' character Julius.
You mean the and I need you?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't need you. My man got two jobs.
Tyler James Williams is too old. Well, all of them too old.
Exactly.
All of them too old.
Exactly. He's too old. He's not coming to do it. If he does
So
it,
then
it's a
you'll
bigger
get
price.
someone else to do it.
You need someone else to do it.
Yeah.
Plus, he's on the bigger bad things now. He's on Abbott
Yeah.
Elementary.
Also, Terrell, have you ever played the game Crazy Taxi?
No.
Okay, then yeah, it's making a comeback apparently. Also, okay, so right as you showed up, Terrell, we just started this. So, there's gonna be a new Green Lantern TV show. It's gonna be animated, and the main protagonists are gonna be Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart.
I like Jon Stewart.
Jon Stewart, bro. I'm so glad they went with Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan than the what was the other one? That Guy Gardner. I did not like Guy Gardner, bro.
I like Jon Stewart. Jon Stewart's like my favorite Green Lantern.
Or we could do something really, really cool. They could do something really, really cool and add like the newest Green Lantern, which is Jessica Cruz.
I do have one request, so they could do Guy Gardner in a movie.
I don't like Guy Gardner though. He was annoying. In my opinion, he's annoying. And we're getting a live action prequel series to It with Pennywise. What do you think, CJ? I know that's more your thing.
Why?
I thought that's more your thing. I thought you'd be like,
no,
oh, yeah.
like I like the Stephen King novel. I like the movie adaptation, but why are we going to animate it?
Oh no! It's going to be live action.
Pennywise.
No, dude. So, me and Terrell went to go see It Chapter 2 with some friends, dude. That was by far the funniest horror movie I've ever seen. You stupid clown!
What are they
you stupid effing clown!
What's the prequel about, though?
Well, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, it's a little hazy, but Pennywise have been a thing for like 100 years, right? Like, quote unquote?
Yes.
Yes, he's been for a very long time.
Yeah, so I guess there's going to be something about that, about him terrorizing some more kids.
Okay.
Are they going to premise this by him being younger, but we don't know Pennywise is... Okay.
Pennywise is a spider.
Also,
That's weird.
Also, this is completely
This
is completely unrelated, but some people reached out to the creator of Ed, Edd and Eddy, being like, reboot the series, and he said no, reboots fail.
Thank you.
Like, I like how he did not beat around the bush, bro, because he was like,
nah, they failed, dude.
Like, don't get us wrong, guys. We all loved Ed, Edd and Eddy, but he said they could have done a lot of things like spin-offs and other characters and maybe do it for an Adult Swim, but they're all grown up, and then you're just repeating an idea. It was just... He said it was what it was, and the go-to back then and revisit will not be the same.
Yeah.
Like, if you really think about it, in today's day and age, what is Ed, Edd and Eddy really doing? They're just scamming people over the phone at that point. They're like telemarketers, bro.
Put an iPad in a hand.
Yeah.
We're here to call you, but your car's extended warranty.
Put an iPad in their head, and that's the show.
Yeah, dude, that's funny. All right, so we reached our final discussion. So this is just an open discussion. You guys kind of alluded to this before, but I wanted to be more specific. So I was talking with one of my friends, O'Shea. Shout out to him. He actually inspired this idea to talk about this. So you remember how Carson and I talked about this a little earlier too, like a couple weeks ago. So let's talk about anime for a moment.
Okay.
We all know there's been some animes that seriously like needed to end a lot sooner, and therefore like the quality of the anime has changed. Is there like any of shows that like you guys think should have ended, or like shows that the quality definitely changed over the years?
I don't think any anime, but I know some movies.
Oh yeah. Okay, we talk about movies. I know a few of them.
Okay, we could do movies and anime or TV shows.
Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious. Okay, yeah. So
that's a long time ago.
Okay, so here's my hot take with Fast and the Furious.
And I hate.
I think Fast and the Furious should have ended when Paul Walker passed away. Rest in peace to the legend.
A lot of people want
I think it should have ended before that, but
no.
You know,
CJ thinks it should have ended after Tokyo Drift.
Yeah,
that's the third movie.
And on a high note.
On a high note. So I mean, to jog your memory, Carson, I remember you said Fairy Tail should have ended a long time ago.
It definitely should have.
And then me and you also talked about the quality of Sword Art Online. Season 1 was really good, and then like Season 2 got worse, Season 3 got worse, and then everything else after that got bad.
It just kept dropping off a bit, just a little bit each time. And while you can still watch it, you can tell the quality is not as good as how it was in season 1. I don't mind if people like Sword Art Online. It could be some people's favorite animes.
Yeah.
I'm not dissing Sword Art Online or anything we're talking about here. It's more or less the fact that, like, it definitely could have ended. It should have ended, in my opinion, at least a little bit earlier. And the quality of it just, how bad, not bad, like how it's gone, like it's gone downhill a little bit almost every time. It's not keeping, it's not like keeping a lot of people around. It's not making people really keep watching it. People are just kind of hoping it ends here soon, or hoping it ended.
Yeah. So another good one to talk about with this was the difference between season 1 and season 2 of One Punch Man. That quality went out the window.
Yeah, a lot of people were. It was with season 2, from what I know. At least a lot of people who watched it.
But season 3 is gonna be fire, apparently.
The people are excited for season 3. A lot of people are excited for season 2, though. But season 2, it didn't do so well. It could have done better. It was still alright to watch. It was still good, but it could have done so much better and didn't meet the expectation as well. A lot of people were expecting from it.
Terrell, what did you think about the season 2 of One Punch Man?
I really knows the difference. I didn't really like season 2 too much as bad as season 1 was better than season 1 was better than season 2 in my opinion.
Season 1 was way better, at least in my opinion, than season 2.
I mean, okay, so like for the audience who don't watch like anime or like anything like that, let me explain it to you in ways you probably understand. The difference between no, you guys are gonna laugh and it's gonna be a huge throwback.
Well, I'm just saying, but you can say this is for people who just watch shows.
Yeah,
just watch shows. Okay, fine. People who watch shows. But this is gonna be a huge throwback. The difference between season 1 and season 2 of American Dragon. Everybody got redesigned. It looked goofy as I don't know what, bro.
Yeah.
I
weren't too happy with that.
Yeah.
Dude, it was like the most goofy thing. I'm looking it up. Yeah. People got pictures. Yeah, dude. People. Okay, yeah. People got pictures. Yeah. So, like, we're talking about change of quality. Like, how do you go from this looking so good and then this looking so horrible? Now, CJ, let me ask you this: do you like number 1 better or number 2 better?
You said if that's 1, I didn't see the marker move for 2, so we're gonna assume the marker was 1.
Yeah, dude. Like, the quality changed, and like, the thing is, dude. Like, the thing with TV shows is like some shows just ultimately just fall off. Like, I don't know if you guys, I don't know if you guys were there for like the early seasons of like 2014 of the live action Flash. To me, that show fell off, dude. That needed to end.
Yeah, it finally ended, by the way.
Yeah, it did.
It's like beating a dead horse, bro. Like, put it out of his misery.
A lot of people wanted it to end a lot sooner than where it ended now.
Or like something else we can all relate to: the quality of Star Wars over the years.
Oh, let's not go into that. We're gonna be here forever.
Or the quality of the MCU over the years.
Oh man.
Yeah, the MCU's gotten it's been hit and misses recently, but
it's a hit or miss. But the thing is, though, what's majority right now? Miss.
Right now it's been miss. A lot of misses.
There's some good ones out there that they made when it came to it, but I mean, everybody can say this because a lot of people agreed. Even when I was in like college and high school and everything like that, and all of my friends that I know, everybody could agree that pretty much it dropped off. It dropped after the whole Infinity series ended.
Yeah. So
until Spider-Man came back.
Excuse me. So I had a really fun question to ask you guys about the MCU, right? I was thinking about it, and I thought this was a great question for the podcast. Which MCU movies you guys saw once and only once? So I'm talking like first time seeing in theaters, last time seeing in theaters.
Thor: Dark World.
Captain Marvel.
Oh.
Yeah, no, Captain Marvel's probably it.
Yeah, so for me, I have a few. The first time seeing in theaters, last time seeing in theaters.
And it's not because she's a woman. It's just
No, it was just a bad movie, right?
Don't get yourself canceled, CJ.
I'm not. That's why I said it's not because she's a woman.
I thought you said because she's a woman.
Yeah.
Now, okay, so like first time seeing in theaters, last time seeing in theaters, I want to say it was Thor: The Dark World, Eternals. Let me see. I'm looking at the MCU list on Disney Plus right now. Because there are some of these I literally just saw once and only once. Black Widow.
Fantastic Four, the reboot series, the reboot one.
Oh, I didn't even see that in theaters. I saw that differently. We do not condone piracy in this
the
podcast.
podcast don't.
Let me see what else.
My hard drive say differently.
Michael B. Jordan is the Human Torch.
Yeah, so...
Don't start. Don't start.
Right.
Don't start.
Oh, Thor: Love and Thunder. Saw that once and only once.
I saw it twice.
Or
You saw it
I
twice?
watched it outside. Yeah, I
Yeah.
watched it outside of it too.
You
Yeah,
saw
I
it
watched
twice, dude?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
I had nothing else to watch at the time.
But see, I
Yeah,
could watch
so-
that maybe a second
I
time.
still have not seen the Marvels.
I told myself I was gonna watch it, but I didn't.
Don't. I'm telling you right now, CJ. You're just gonna waste your time. I'd rather tell you to watch something else. Now this wasn't a bad movie, but I think I saw Logan only once.
I've seen that a few times. I actually really like that one. I liked Logan a lot. That was
That's
good.
a
I
bad
saw,
idea.
some like in the lower range, I saw Quantumania twice. I actually like Quantumania. I saw Wakanda Forever twice. I saw Multiverse of Madness twice.
I saw Wakanda Forever once.
Yeah.
That's the
Black
second
Panther
one, right?
movies
I
in
remember
general,
correctly, That's
yeah.
the second one, right? Second Black Panther?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen Wakanda Forever only once then.
All right, but okay, let me ask you on the opposite side. What's your most watched MCU movie?
Age of Ultron.
For me, it's Iron Man 2. Like, Iron Man 2 is
Depends.
like my favorite.
Depends. Depends on the character. Is it before or
Yeah.
after? Is it before or after Disney owned it?
Ooh, are you gonna say the Hulk?
No, I was gonna say Deadpool.
If that's because I was gonna say Spider-Man too.
Dude, I've rewatched
okay.
the Deadpool movie like so many times. I've watched like 40 to 50 times.
Yeah, dude. Like,
He's my favorite character of all time in Marvel entirely. So
all right, it looks like we're wrapping up this podcast. Is there anything else you guys want to bring up? Anything at all? I mean, CJ, you've been gone for most of it. Is there anything you wanted to talk about?
Just if you can think of something I didn't answer, just throw me a question.
Think about something. Think about something.
Beats pills. What'd you think about it?
Oh, I hate
Yeah, the Beats pill.
I hate it.
Would you pay $150 for it?
No. And I paid
Nah, bro.
and I paid what? Was it $240 for the solos? Something like that. Some crazy number.
Why? I don't like solos. Dude.
I love
They feel
solos.
weird. No, so like solos are just on-eared headphones. I like the over-ear headphones.
No, but I like them on my ear because I can just move as much as I want and not have to worry about certain
Oh
things.
man, I forgot it. I forgot to talk about one game from Devolver Digital that looks so cool. It's called Angerfoot. It's basically like a running gun, like shooting game, except if you wear a different shoe, you have different abilities. So like one shoe will make you run fast.
Is this an indie game?
Yeah, it's from Devolver Digital.
Okay.
Wasn't the initial date for like that 2023?
No, I don't remember. It's supposed to come out at the end. In the middle of this month, actually. I'll wait.
I figured. I heard this.
Is that
name
not
before,
the-
like, is this an indie game?
That's weird. I could have sworn.
I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could play videos in here, but I'll show you guys
Oh.
later on in our group
If
chat.
not, just as you just send it to us, or we can watch it or something another time.
Let me see. Was there anything else for CJ to talk about? Okay. Oh, so CJ, we were getting a live action, mature rated Power Ranger series, but Netflix scrapped it.
I mean, I understand why they scrapped it.
Why?
Not
Why do
saying
you think
that. Not saying that Netflix in itself. Well, not. Well, let me rephrase that. Not because I think Power Rangers is a bad movie, but I think Netflix is having this issue with their viewers of they keep raising it, and no, a lot of people are like, I don't want to keep watching Netflix, and so we're like, hey, do we want to give $1 billion movie to give you $1 billion to make a movie, and have our viewership is gone because we keep raising the prices? I don't think they can justify it.
All right. Let me see. Another thing for CJ was, how do you feel about Batman: The Caped Crusader coming out next month on Prime Video?
Better.
Yeah, so it's gonna be like Batman the Animated Series.
Okay, so I have higher hopes for it than I originally did.
Yeah, and it's made by Matt Reeves, the guy who did the Batman.
Yes.
With Robert Pattinson.
Thank you.
He said thank you. Let me see. Anything else for CJ? Have you played any Dead Rising games, CJ?
Yeah, a while.
Well,
ago.
it's making a comeback.
But see, that community's been there, so I understand some of that.
Yeah, I like how you said that community's been there. Then you just disgruntled, like, Crazy Taxi.
Because I don't know nobody, and I hate to say this against Crazy Taxi, and so if you get hate from Crazy Taxi, send the comments to me. Anyway, I haven't seen anybody want to play that game in 20 years.
Oh man, this is another thing that that Terrell missed out on. So Terrell and CJ. So I was talking about how Inside Out 2 came out, and then they interviewed the cast. Everyone. The question was, what character's head would you like to be a part of? And Maya Hawke accidentally said Shrek, like no questions asked, on command. Didn't even think about it. She just said Shrek, and then she got like kind of in trouble for not saying like a Disney character. How do you guys feel about that?
But I think it's a reflect, though. I think it's genuinely a reflect, because when you said MCU movies, the first thing in the movie that came to my mind was Thor.
Yeah, so like the question was, which character's head would you want to be like a part of? And she accidentally said Shrek.
No, but that's what I'm saying. If you ask me like randomly on the top of my head, I'm like Thor.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just on the top of your head.
What do you think, Terrell?
But, you know how some people, they think out loud, but they didn't really mean to say it, so it's probably just a simple mistake.
Yeah, dude. So she just straight up said Shrek. Oh, okay. So, all right. So CJ, another couple things is PS3. Sorry, Sony is working on a PS3 emulator for PS5. How do you feel?
I mean, I'm biased because I want Midnight Club on it, so I'm biased. But like,
I know it's gonna be
if y'all want to do it, go right ahead and do it.
And also, how do you feel that Sony is getting rid of Blu-ray discs?
So I'm divided. I still buy DVDs, but that's because a lot of the series that I watch you can no longer get in America.
What about video games?
Oh, video games?
Yeah, either or, video games and movies. I still buy DVDs every once in a while.
I buy a lot of movies. I do buy a physical lot of movies.
What about your game collection? Yeah.
Games, on the other hand, if it's not there's certain games I don't really care for, right? So I think Watch Dogs Legions, I have a physical, but I also have a digital copy. Whichever one's cheaper.
You buy both every time?
Yeah. So I have one for Steam. I also have one for.
So you can play on PC and PlayStation. Okay.
Yeah.
Bro, you had me thinking something else. All right. Let me see. Let's see what else. Anything else for CJ? So CJ, they upped the production for the Pip-Boy from Prime Video, and the community found a fix for the almost 10-year-old Pip-Boy, that Pip-Boy Bluetooth. Turns out a super important chip gets really, really hot, so you just desolder it and put it in a new chip, and it works brand new. It took almost 10 years for them to figure that out.
Where were the creators? Where were the creators?
The Wand Company and ThinkGeek.
No, but where were they? Because this was a conversation 5 years ago. We were like, it might be a chip. Yeah,
that's exactly what Carson said.
So
Carson said these
issues
have been a thing forever, and they now have a fix.
Where is this? Where were they at? Did they just not have Twitter, or what's the assumption?
Yeah, that's what Carson said. Carson said the issue has been a thing forever, and they finally now have a fix.
So that's why I'm like, if you're gonna order a Pip-Boy, just wait till it comes out, because sometimes they have defaults.
I mean the new one should be fine. It isn't.
They said that anything. 10 years ago.
I have now that you say that, I have a little bit of a worry, but that's all right.
They said that 10 years ago.
So CJ, do you remember when COVID was a thing and people had these like weird RGB face masks from Razer?
Yep.
They're getting recalled now.
I figured.
They claimed they were N95 certified. And they're not
But
actually
they weren't.
N95 certified.
I understand. I mean, it's kind of late to recall it since we're like halfway past it. But no, I understand. People were talking about it beforehand, so I expected this to happen at some point. But see, I don't know why they put it out. I think they expected it to be longer, and it wasn't. So they're like, what are we going to do? But also because they said they tried to get it certified, but they couldn't. And I don't know how that happens. So, I don't know.
All right. You see, this is why we can't do the podcast with just me and CJ, because we're just already just like wrapped up. It's kind of funny. All right, so CJ, PlayStation Plus for this month. You and I played some NHL last night. What'd you think?
It's not bad, but hey, besides the tutorial, could you give other people directions? Just a tad bit. Like nothing against the company, nothing against it at all. But could you give some direction? Oh, well, look, I have my own complaints with EA, but could you give somebody directions?
Yeah, there were some things that the game did not tell you.
Yeah, it shouldn't be that hard to find your clothes that you win. But okay, yeah.
All right, so this is more for like everybody. Both Carson and Terrell had their mics muted.
Oh, shit, sorry.
Oh, okay, you're fine. So, guys, we are 99 days away from sparking 0. How do you guys feel?
Be a long time until it comes
I get to
out,
play
I'll
that.
just tell you.
Oh, sorry, I get to play that thing on a 70-inch TV in the front room.
Terrell said that thing like that girl, bro. That's so funny.
The one that got popular. I'm not gonna say it because I want to get copyright.
Do we talk about? Are we gonna occasionally talk about like new memes on here?
We can.
Okay, so Hawk TUAH girl, bro. That crap is wild, right?
Bro, I saw an interview. She
Yeah.
said that some guys offer to pay her money to spit in a jar and send it to them.
Okay, but have we not seen this before? It's happened multiple times.
Bathwater.
It's happened multiple times to multiple different women, and I'm like, who's this unhuman that's asking for this? Because I'm not.
It is so wild how a random nobody becomes a somebody like over a weekend, dude.
On one clip.
That's part of like fast fame, but like it's a wider conversation, right?
And now she also since then she said she's starting a podcast. I don't know what it's going to be about. She's starting one.
Oh, I think I know, but I have to rewatch the episode. She's on an episode where she talks about it.
Carson, what do you think about that, bro?
I don't know.
Do you know what we're talking about?
Spit on that thing.
I feel bad because really, I mean, it's whatever. I'm not surprised with today's society. People are like that.
Like, there's two, like...
You can literally fall downstairs and you go viral for it.
I'm not surprised by
Well, a kid did go viral for it, though.
At this point, dude, you can be doing anything like that or saying crap like that out in public, and you think it's gonna bother me? No, I'm not.
No, so, you know, I just now thinking about it, you know what the equivalence of this Hawk TUAH girl was? It's like back in the day when they had that dude from Target go, damn, Daniel, back at it again with the white vans.
I'm so happy you said something before I said something, because I'm not getting myself in trouble.
What were you gonna say?
Lil Ty.
Oh, yeah, you broke because you can't. you don't have as much money as I do because you're not working hard enough. Yeah, that's so funny, dude.
Yeah.
Also, like, you know, on the same topic, I think Ice Spice came out of nowhere, in my opinion.
I don't know if she came out of nowhere. I'll just say this: she was an underground artist. However, right. How she became famous, no one knows. No one knows. Well, no, she wasn't originally doing that, so no one knows how she got famous.
Well, okay, but here's the thing, right? Like, there's one more, but it's confirmed that this person was definitely an industry plant. It was that Bobby Altoff girl.
Is it though?
Nah, I don't think so.
I hate to say it that way. But a lot of people have been trying to interview Drake, Lil Yachty, YG. And I'm not understanding how she got that how she got that interview.
Funny Marco's funnier than her.
Yeah, he is. So I'm not understanding how she got that interview, right? So I'm not.
Nah, dude, I really think like okay, like look at the both sides, right? So you got one side with the Hawk Tuah girl, and then the other side you got Bobby Althoff.
Just talking to people and trolling them.
It's just the weirdest thing, dude.
We talk about plans. I got a list, but
Nah, I prefer Funny Marco to do those interviews. I ain't watch a lot of Bobby Althoff
no,
videos.
but no, that's genuinely true though.
Yeah, she comes across the feed once in a while, and I'm like, dude, who are you? Like I remember seeing her like have an interview with Drake, and she was like, "I'm missing my 2-year-old daughter's birthday for this interview," and Drake was like, "That just makes you a bad mom."
No, but that sounds crazy, right? Like that sounds crazy, and we can have this conversation. But that sounds crazy, right? Because it took him 3 diss tracks to become a parent. We had this conversation, right? But like. And no offense to OVO. I love OVO, right? I love Party. We had this conversation. But at the same time, it took 3 diss tracks. 2.
We ain't talking about Adonis. We're not talking about Adonis.
I know we're not. I know we're not. But I'm just saying, it took Joe's Budden's Awake and Afraid, and then it took Pusha T's. So I'm just saying, that's a wild statement to make.
Yeah, so like, this Hawk Tuah girl said she's gonna have a podcast. She was already at a country concert, like on stage too. She says she just wants to talk about other things, and it's like, dude, you became popular from a weird like sex joke.
And you got guys offering her to pay her to spit in jars and mail it to them.
But
yeah, so
see,
do you remember that Belle Delphine girl? People wanted to buy her bathwater and actually bought her bathwater.
Mm-hmm.
That is the most disgusting
like
thing.
$1,000.
How down bad do you have to be for some random girl's bathwater?
I don't know if it's down bad, but you got to make a lot of money to just drop $1,000 random.
No, you get no females if you're doing that, or you just weird.
And the price might be higher.
Terrell's like that video you sent me. Why don't you go get some girls?
Oh, let me say this right. Let me say this real quick.
They said it'll work, but
OVO, we don't need a cease and desist. Don't even try that. Don't try that.
What's up with you with this hate with Drake?
I don't hate Drake. I love OVO. I just feel that when you do a beef with Kendrick Lamar, you overshadow Party Next Door's album. And Party Next Door's album would have been great if you had actually got some features for it. My issue is that I want to stand up for Party Next Door instead of Drake. And so...
This is the most we've ever heard CJ talk.
It's a fucking issue. And Party, if you're serious, please, go after Bryson Tiller. I need a Killer Instinct 3. Please.
You're forgetting the fact about Rick Ross getting him in Canada.
I wonder if YG did it, though. I really do wonder if YG did it.
It was not YG.
No, the Canadian artist YG that dissed Kendrick. I need to know if he did it.
It was just some OVO goons.
I need to know if he did it. If he did it, that's hilarious.
Yeah, I still listen to both of them.
He predicted it. If he was right, he predicted it. That's crazy.
Oh, wow. Well, so today in history, Back to the Future released in theaters.
He hates the way you walk. He hates the way that you talk. He hates the way that you dress.
The way you stick this.
It's a weird rip. But that's also ironic, though. That's also ironic.
No, so, like, off screen, me and CJ talked about this when he's a certified lover boy, certified. And all CJ said, show me the proof.
I need proof. Because, no. Because before people say that video, right? The video proof is they got proof from the dad. Apparently the dad said it was okay. So then somebody from his group did it. So that's what I'm saying. Like, my thing isn't with Drake. Like, I get it. Like, that's wrong. I get it. But there's communication that failed there. So I need other proof.
But CJ, for as long as I've known you, you've been a diehard Drake fan, dude.
I'm not a diehard Drake fan.
You're a fan.
Just accept the L he took.
I like OVO. No.
See,
I like OVO. I just don't like Drake being part of OVO.
But see, you're being a Drake fanboy, bro. He lost.
I'm not.
It's okay.
I'm not even upset that he lost.
CJ.
This wasn't a battle I wanted. Okay? This wasn't a battle I wanted. Listen, I didn't want Drake versus Kendrick. I wanted J. Cole versus Kendrick. I didn't get it.
I mean, J. Cole did came back, but he apologized, and then.
But that's what I wanted. I didn't want Drake versus Kendrick.
I didn't want Drake versus Kendrick.
Give me J. Cole. Give me JID versus Kendrick. Give me people that I want to hear rap.
CJ. You don't understand though. Here's the thing.
Give me somebody that can rap. Don't give me Drake. Don't give me Drake and go, I want somebody to rap. Give me somebody that's... Give me Jay Electronica. Go, Kendrick, if you want to go to somebody that rap, go to Jay Electronica.
CJ, like, here's the thing, bro.
Give me somebody that can rap.
You know, like I'm just gonna say the words here. You know he lost when Kendrick said certified lover boy, certified pedophile, and they keep playing that on loop, bro.
And they got the album picture of Drake's house.
This is my thing, though. But my thing is this. The thing is, and this is my issue. My issue with the whole Kendrick thing is, Baja's case of him being a sexual assault, he got charged with assault. Apparently, they didn't charge him for trafficking. So that bar doesn't make sense when you get charged with assault. Because a lot of people get charged with assault. Dr. Dre. So having Dr. Dre saying, I see dead people sounds ironic. Because Dr. Dre's been charged with assault. So, we're talking assault versus assault?
Man, that's just Kendrick's song, bro.
No, what I'm saying is this. If you say it's a weird case, that's fine. But don't say that's the case when we can look it up and he's been charged with trafficking.
Oh my god.
It's the L, bro.
You know, so you know, there's one question I seriously have within the music industry. All four of us can relate to this. And that question is, where is Mario Judah?
Give me Lauryn Hill. Give me somebody that can rap.
CJ, stop real quick. What'd you say, Carson?
I just said no. We're not.
Yeah, dude, where's Mario Judah?
No one can relate to Mario.
No.
We don't need Mario Judah.
No.
You might. I hope you're saying this as a joke.
What are you looking for?
None of us want him back.
See?
Bring back Ice JJ Fish.
What bar are you looking for? Because it might be in 616 LA.
What do you... Wait, CJ, are you sharing your screen? Or Terrell is.
I think we're done with this day. Has gotten into music.
But
Yeah.
but the whole thing, that's a rip. Like, that's what I'm saying. Most of this is a rip.
I hate the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you dress, the way you speak. I hate the...
He was popping booty with Sexy Red. Where's it at?
Yeah, like Carson, I don't know how this happened. We went from Hawk Tua to music.
You could just end it.
CJ started it.
Because it's about this already.
All right.
It's not like a big thing.
It's so funny.
Drake lost.
It's weird.
Drake lost. That's all we have to say.
We can say he lost,
anymore.
right? We can say he lost. I'm just curious why, if you're going to send somebody after Kendrick, and I don't know if this is the OVO camp, because if it is, we need to have a conversation, because Party could do it, right? You got rappers that could do it. You send Drake out.
You went something
to give you guys a little bit of context.
Give me JID. Give me somebody. Yo, somebody go. Hey, Cole, look, I know you want to apologize. I know you and Schoolboy Q are cool. Get Kaz. Kaz would do it.
CJ.
He did it on a Lamborghini truck. He said you could rob. You had artists. You had artists on that roster, bro.
Okay.
He lost on that roster. No. Right. This is the thing. He had it on the roster. He said, "Yo, CJ, I will go get J. Cole." What are we doing?
CJ, we're tired.
What are we doing, yo? Cole.
All right. CJ, we're tired now. Okay.
Oh my god.
Conversation's done, dude.
Yeah. So CJ, this is the end of the podcast. That was kind of funny. If you guys don't know, this is the most opinionated CJ logic you'll probably ever get, besides that one episode we recorded for 30 minutes. So our podcast is available on YouTube, Spotify, and everywhere else. Apple Podcasts. CJ, you're cut off.
That's fine.
Terrell,
is fine.
Terrell, is there anything you want to say before we head out?
I already said it a couple times.
Oh, I didn't even hear what you said, dude. Is there anything you want to say, though?
All I said is Drake lost. That's it.
Drake lost.
That's fine.
Carson, is there anything else you want to say before we head out?
Peace.
All right, peace out. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and we won't normally record for this long because this is a little extra effort since we missed last week. So here's just
CJ on the rant, so it made up for it.
Yeah, so here's a little CJ rant.
Where's that joint at? Where's that joint at? Hold on.
We're putting a stop to this. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your day.